Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Power the Patch presentation. We're going to be talking to you about a patented breakthrough in wearable light technology. I'm Gregory Mascari up here in Bozeman, Montana. And so very excited to share this information with you here today. Before we get started, I'd like to see if we can agree on a couple basic premises. Number one, certainly health is our greatest wealth. And if you lose that, it doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank. And I think I had a health run-in a few years ago, and that really locked it in for me. And number two, the symptoms of aging and disease, they are just not fun. I don't care whether it's a dental issue or brain fog or joints or skin or cardiovascular, lungs, whatever it might be. The symptoms of aging and disease just are not fun. Yeah, you remember when you could work all day, party all night, and then get up tomorrow and do it again? Well, it's just not like that anymore as you're moving on beyond your 30s and 40s into your 50s, 60s, and beyond. And the reason is the older you get, the faster you age and the slower you heal. And that's due to a natural decline in our body's number one repair system, stem cells. In fact, by age 30, they've decreased by approximately 50%. By age 60, only a small percentage remains, and that's why a young lad falls down, skins his knees. A couple of days later, his scab falls off, and he's back at it. Grandma falls down, skins her knee, breaks her hip, and she's lucky if it ever heals. She's lucky if she ever gets out of the hospital. So I finally figured out what I want to be when I get older, and I bet some of you can relate to this. I want to be younger. I want to extend the quality of my life as long as possible, the quality and the quantity of my life. So let me ask you two personal questions to kind of set things up for tonight. Number one, if you could change one thing in your health or in the health of someone you love and care for, what would that be? And number two, if you could change that, what impact would be reducing or eliminating that issue have on you or their quality of life? And with that being said, I just want to make a general disclaimer. Our products are not designed or intended to heal, treat, cure, diagnose any disease. They do, however, help our bodies get back into a healthier, more regenerative mode, and many times wonderful things then begin to happen. So let me ask you, if I can show you a safe and affordable way to change the trajectory of your aging, so you could live, feel, and live younger longer, would you be interested? Would you like to know about it? Well, good news. We're going to talk to you tonight about the X39, which is a wearable light technology, and it truly is a historic breakthrough in holistic wellness. It's a new patented, inexpensive wearable patch. It's affordable, safe, non-invasive, and drug-free. And it's a unique form of phototherapy, which uses very specific frequencies of light to increase and improve your health and wellness while supporting your body's innate ability to heal itself. So what I'd like to do is play just a little short video about being the light with LifeWave X39.
An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things, like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHK-Cu, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy for improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being. With the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that could support wellness in an entirely new way, supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.
Wow. Very cool little video just recently produced. So I want to talk to you just briefly about the power of the patch. And again, it's based on the science of photobiomodulation. And LifeWave patches contain very specific combination of organic materials and nanocrystals. And when they're applied to or near your body, within 3 inches of your body, they begin to emanate very targeted frequencies. And I forgot to turn my camera back on, so here I am again. And then they emit these very specific wavelengths of targeted and beneficial frequencies that are beneficial to our body. And this is the science basis of LifeWave phototherapy patches. Now, David Schmidt is our visionary founder and CEO, and he's not only a brilliant scientist and researcher. David is a genius scientist, inventor with over 135 patents, and he's been on the leading edge of phototherapy research and science for over 24 years. In fact, David's already conducted over 80 clinical studies proving the efficacy of LifeWave phototherapy products, and many more studies are always in the works. And it's because LifeWave as a company is a really solid pioneer in life technologies and health sciences research. Back in 2000, this amazing life-enhancing technology was originally developed by David Schmidt exclusively for use for Navy SEALs to increase their battle-ready strength, stamina, and performance without the use of drugs, stimulants, or caffeine. In 2004, David founded LifeWave to bring this amazing technology to the masses. In 2010, they set up their manufacturing and international distribution, IT, and global customer service in Ireland. They already distribute to over 80 countries from our 16 global distribution centers. And this year of 2024, we opened our new global headquarters in Draper, Utah, USA. And within that, we have a state-of-the-art space-age welcome center, which we invite you to consider taking a tour of. We have a virtual tour video that you can contact the person who invited you, and they could share that with you. Or you may choose to make a trip to Draper, Utah, and take a walk through our welcome center. To me, it's like a time tunnel showing people where LifeWave has been and where we're going. It's absolutely an amazing experience to walk through there. So our focus for the last 14 years has been anti-aging and regenerative science. And in 2019, we released to the global market the X39, which some are calling the holy grail of health, healing, and regeneration. Certainly a historic and affordable breakthrough in wellness technology. And we're actually doing what the multi-billion-dollar companies in big pharma have not been able to do. And that is, when used in conjunction with proper nutrition and hydration, you need to have some of the basic raw materials, right? X39 has been proven to activate a very specific copper peptide that supports and activates and enhances stem cell activity while also altering gene expression towards a younger and more vibrant you. And yes, we have patents. Yes, we have clinical studies. Yes, we have field results proving that X39 is actually turning back our biological clock, helping people of all ages to look, feel, perform, and live younger. And we are very excited about the results people are experiencing. For example, more energy. When you start using X39 from the very first day, you'll probably feel an increase in cellular energy. And better sleep. X39 also leads to an improvement in the quality and quantity of sleep. Most people are sleeping deeper and longer. And how about sports performance? Using X39 improves both sports performance as well as recovery after exercise. And some X39 users over the age of 50 are reporting feeling stronger and more fit than they were back in their 20s and 30s. Now, LifeWave patches are now being used by pro and amateur athletes around the world in almost every sport. Certainly, the media has begun to notice, and you know what? You might too, if you look very closely at some of your favorite athletes and you see these auspicious little white patches on their bodies, and that's LifeWave. That's our photo biomodulation technology. X39 patch also is significant, excuse me, in the relief of pain. Most people notice a reduction in pain within the first few minutes of application, and truly the pain relieving benefits of X39 have to be experienced to be believed. Another important benefit is brain health, and many report improved memory, focus, and cognitive function, and that's backed up by clinical studies. How about wound healing? X39 also helps to support the natural wound healing process, and many people report wound healing time reduced in half, whether it's, dental procedures, whether it's, scrapes and cuts, owies and burns, or it's minor or major surgical procedures. The wound healing benefits of X39 are absolutely miraculous. For example, take a look at these results. This gentleman on the left, after only 8 weeks, look at the difference in his skin, the tone of his skin, and even the light in his eyes. And this lady in the middle here, she, after 4.5 months, look at the age reversal, and which is also enhanced by the increase in collagen production. Substantial difference. This little lad's finger down on the left, his 6-year-old fingertip, was cut off in a door, and the parents pleaded with the doctors to attach it, and they says, we can sew it back on, but it's going to die off, And so the doctor sewed it on. The lad started using the X39 on his finger, and look at 8 weeks later, you can't even tell it ever happened. And finally, this gentleman on the right, working the attic, fell through the ceiling, broke 6 ribs, and punctured his lung. Yes, extreme pain. Expected recovery from the doctors was 6 weeks, but using X39, he was back to work in 3 weeks. And look at the difference from June 17th to June 30th. That's like only 13 days. That's less than 2 weeks. And look at the incredible difference in the swelling and the bruising. And he was back to work a week later. X39 also speeds recovery after radiation treatment. And this lady had radiation treatment on June 6th, and you can see the progress on June 10th, June 17th, June 23rd. You'll be amazed. So from June 6th to June 30th, which is 24 days, little over 3 weeks, you can't even tell she had the procedure. So this is truly miraculous. The wound acceleration benefits of X39 truly are wonderful. How about wrinkle reduction? Now, I'm sad to say this doesn't happen as quickly as pain reduction. You have to be a little bit more patient. And we encourage people to take pictures, and it's usually very noticeable over an 8 to 12 week period. And the same goes for scar reduction. There's a phenomenon called remodeling, which stem cells go in and help to reduce the appearance of scars and actually replace the scar tissue with new healthy cells. So again, with wrinkles and scars, we invite people to take before and after pictures, and you'll be quite delighted. And finally, hair growth. We have lots of anecdotal reports from many users experiencing an increase in the quality, quantity, speed of hair growth, and some even getting their old color back. So the bottom line is youth renewal. The result is a healthier and more vital you to just enjoy life with you and your family. And we believe that aging is not the numbers of candles on the cake, it's how you feel. So I'm going to play a short video for you of some testimonials of people that are enjoying the benefits of X39.
X39 has really changed my life. I'm not stuck at home in pain in bed. I'm out here with my friends and enjoying my family.
Big thank you to LifeWave for helping me, helping my family, and helping the 100 people now in our team who are using LifeWave daily and their families. Big thank you. Love the products.
And I have energy through the roof.
I sleep better. I have so much more energy.
Throughout the day, I can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes.
For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really, really, really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Isn't that wonderful? Well, it's not just average people like you just saw. It's also what doctors are saying and doing. And LifeWave has hundreds and thousands of doctors that are using the LifeWave X39 technology with themselves, their family, and their clients and patients. And we're very blessed to have two of LifeWave's top health practitioners on the line with us here today. And I'd like to invite Michele Niels and Dr. Cathy Wong to jump on. And I'm going to bow out and give you the next 10, 12 minutes to kind of share your perspective. So thanks, ladies. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Great to see you, Gregory. I love our new video. All right. Hello, Dr. Cathy Wong. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing awesome tonight.
Oh, that's great. Well, we got to meet each other in Dallas, which I'm so happy.
We did.
I think I met Dr. Annabelle too. So I think I've met all the doctors. So good to see you again tonight, Dr. Cathy. So let's start with, how did you come to find out about this amazing technology? Can you share a little story?
I give my credit to my husband. He was listening to Michael Jaco. He had an interview with David Schmidt, and John said, "Cathy, you need to look at this." So I said, "Well, send me the information." And I sat on it for about a month and finally did look at it. I went ahead and did a little more research on it and said, what the heck? We've always looked for ways to be healthy. And I thought, well, my mother, myself, and my husband could definitely benefit from this. Didn't really know what, to expect. Just thought, well, it's another phase of health that we can go ahead and, use and to help, just maintain what we already have sometimes.
Beautiful. And one thing I didn't say, for those people who are new on the call tonight, Dr. Cathy Wong is a general dentist. She's been in practice for over 30 years with her husband, and she lives in Northwest Indiana. So, Dr. Cathy, tell me a little bit about who the product is for, who our patch is for, and who it's not for.
It really is for pretty much everybody. We always talk about, adults maybe over 18, but we have so many great stories and results for patching kids or children. Okay, we always say that if the child can speak and communicate, then that's an indication that they can certainly go ahead and benefit from the patches. Now, someone that may not want to go ahead and partake of all the patch technology, maybe someone who's had a organ transplant, or someone that is going through some type of chemo. Okay? And again, you want to work with your physician because it always should be the person's choice. Sometimes when you're using the X technology, we're really talking about X39 and X49, it can be really counteractive to sometimes some of the treatment someone might be having when they're going through some of these challenges. Okay? Now we have a lot of other support patches that may very well give the body support during that challenging time. But again, they really need to go ahead and do their research, make their own choice, and really work with their physician.
Very good. So how long does it take for someone to experience something, Dr. Cathy?
That's really a good question. I always tell people that there may be a 10% or a 90%. So I say the 10% people are those one patch wonders. Okay, they put the patch on and they immediately feel something, whether it would be minutes, whether it be hours. Then you have the other 90% who really don't notice anything. They may be having a result, but they just can't put their finger on it. Okay. And sometimes that can be a little bit disappointing. So really, people have to understand that whatever issues they're trying to resolve, they certainly did not get there overnight. And how can you expect to put a patch on and go ahead and reverse it in an hour, in a week, maybe even a month? So if you're patient, you will get a result.
Beautiful. You shared with me when we had our little chat that you were excited about seeing what David Schmidt had to say. Would you like to share a little bit about that, Dr. Cathy, in terms of when someone says, it's been a month, I'm not noticing anything. And you had some great insights based on what you heard from David. Would you like to share that?
Well, I think a lot of times when people are fairly healthy, sometimes they may not notice anything right away. It may be very subtle. And then you have other people that maybe they're lacking some type of nutrient. Because, in the world today, we have a lot of, things that impact us. We have an issue with our food. It's very difficult to eat healthy. So if you're lacking something, the results that you may get may not be as stellar as you like it to be. So, you're using your own body's resources to go ahead and heal. So if you don't have good resources, then the journey may be a little bit longer.
Yes.
Or as you go through your journey, you may start to learn, well, maybe I need to be doing something different.
That's one of the things I love about listening to David Schmidt, and I'm sure you would agree, Dr. Cathy, that he is very holistic, right? He says you have to exercise, you have to get certain nutrients. And that's what's really exciting about the new product that we have coming out, right? The AM and PM products, which won't be until next year, but I'm really excited for that. And that they're tuned to the patches, like the AM supplement is good for the daytime patches and the PM supplement is good for the night patches. So I don't know if you're excited. Did you taste it?
I am.
Convention?
I'm absolutely excited. It's almost, you can't wait. You're just waiting. And who likes to go ahead and hurry time up? I can't wait until January. I can't wait until next year. I mean, and those are some of the things that you kind of want to slow time down sometimes, but no, we want it to get here fast so we can go ahead and experience it.
So regarding what you said a moment ago, I'd like to go into that for just a moment. You said that diet and possibly the processed food. So I picked your brain a little bit when we had our little chat the other night, and I asked you about periodontal disease, okay? Because that is a big deal for a lot of us baby boomers. It's maybe even more than the teeth, right? Is gum health. So would you say something about maybe how the patches and with a lifestyle, and maybe say something about what you've seen in your practice in terms of that condition?
Over the years, I've seen changes. It used to be, we always would say, and it's not necessarily true, that as you age, people have more issues with their teeth. But that certainly is not true today. We see people of all ages that either are missing teeth or have poor gum health or have a lot of decay issues. And I always like to think of the mouth is kind of like a mirror to the rest of the body. So if you have a problem elsewhere, it may manifest itself in the mouth. And one thing that I did see, early on when someone became pregnant, all the body's resources are being utilized to go ahead and help that newborn or that unborn child. Okay. So what moms would always come in and say, oh, the minute I got pregnant and had my first one, everything just broke down on me. And you could see that. Now, that did not happen to everybody. But again, I think immunity, I think your diet, your lifestyle, have a lot to do with all of this. So when you're utilizing the patch technology and people start to feel better, what happens? They start to move around. They start to move around or they exercise, they may start to lose weight. And that just produces a domino effect of what happens next. And they start to seek other ways to be healthy.
Amen. That is so true. Even someone who maybe didn't have an issue, they're just feeling better, right? They have more energy. They're not spending as much time on the couch. So in conclusion, Dr. Cathy, is there anything that you would like to say to someone who's getting started to just ensure the best possible outcome with the patch, with the X39 specifically?
You know what? Don't have any preconceived notions, and really don't don't expect it to be an overnight thing that you're going to have and you're going to have a definite experience. You might, okay, but you have to give it time. You've got to be patient. Now, we have a health tracker that we work with, and it has a lot of subtle things on there that we talk about because you could be having, a result that you just really don't realize because you're so focused on something else. So we do know that the body has a list of priorities and you just don't get to pick the fix. Okay.
Yes. And
So-
isn't it great that the body will do what's the most important thing to do first, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Is there anything else before we turn back to Gregory? Is there something you've been wanting to share, Dr. Cathy, about maybe an experience that you had or that your husband or your mother or a patient or is
Well,
there
my mother is 93. Okay. And you know what, in her, when at her age, sometimes you're looking for things that maybe, are not happening quickly, but the subtle things were happening. I mean, we've been patching for almost 2 years now, and she's had her vision has gone from was it 20, 60. Last year it was a 20, 40. And this year she just did another eye exam and it was a 20, 30. And it just kind of clicked in my head. Well, those are changes.
Those
Her
are
hair,
serious changes.
yes, her hair is fuller.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And she also, when she has a difficult time writing, but I noticed that her hand is steadier. So those are very, very subtle. Now, would you really pick up on that? Certainly something is going on.
Yes. Yes. And that would be, wouldn't that be the brain that her handwriting is a little bit better, right? That would be
Absolutely.
more brain neurons firing.
And
Yes.
she's sharp.
Fine
She will
motor.
not let you forget anything.
She doesn't forget anything. Okay.
Nope, and she doesn't let you forget anything either.
You better be good, Cathy.
I know, I know, I know.
Well, thank you so much. What a delight. And so happy that we got to meet in Dallas and we got to share this time tonight. So thank you
Same
for
here. It's so great to share.
everything
Okay.
you do for our community. All right, Gregory.
Well, thank you, Dr. Cathy. Thank you, Michelle. That was wonderful. And I'm so happy for your mom's great results. That's awesome. Yay. Okay, well, I'm going to kind of switch our gears here, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again and talk about LifeWave as a company and the opportunity to help us share the good news. And since the launch of X39, LifeWave has gone through phenomenal growth over these last 5 going on to 6 years, really a 20 times growth. And 60 or 65% of that is all the X39. We have a number of other patches, about 9 other patches, but most of our sales is the X39 because it's kind of our hero product and it does so much for so many people. In fact, we've grown so fast over the last 4 or 5 years, we were recognized by the Direct Selling News, which is the primary industry journal for the direct selling industry, as the #1 company in consistent, significant growth. So things are happening at LifeWave. So let's talk about LifeWave as a business opportunity. And it is a great plan B in what we call the gig economy. Many people are looking for supplementary income, and we need help to get the word out on our beautiful patented exclusive products. And the cool thing is no competition. You won't find our products anywhere else. They're only sold through independent brand partners like ourselves. I'm happy to say we have a really simple, duplicatable success system. When you enroll and join LifeWave, you get free websites, training, and support. It's a very low cost of entry, and it's the satisfaction of being rewarded for making a difference in people's lives and health. So we have a simple and generous compensation plan, which has been time tested over the last 20 years, in which the company generously pays out 50% of all sales to brand partners in 5 ways: through customer bonuses, through product introduction bonuses, through binary cycle bonuses, and matching bonuses, and fabulous trips, contests, and other special bonuses. And to find out more about that, get back with the person that invited you here tonight. So there are 3 ways to get started. And a good way to get started is just to get started, to try X39. And it's only $149.95 for a 1-month supply. That's like a latte a day, but this will reverse your aging in a very wonderful, noticeable way. Most people have very noticeable, sometimes very substantial results within the first few days or first few weeks. A better way to get started is, a friend of ours said, friends don't let friends buy retail. You can become a wholesale customer and you get a 33% discount. You're saving $50 on a month's supply by enrolling in our monthly auto ship program. There's no long-term commitment required. You can quit at any time. You can stop your subscription at any time. You could stop it next week, next month, next year. We hope that you're so happy that you'll stop it never. And the good news is there's a risk-free 90-day money-back guarantee when you try LifeWave. And the best way, the way that my wife Robin and I got started, we actually started as a customer and then upgraded to become a brand partner because we got so excited about the products. And as a brand partner, you get paid for sharing. You can earn a part-time or serious full-time income. My wife Robin and I have been involved for 6 years now, and we have a very serious, very exciting full-time income, earning generous personal and team rewards. We get paid weekly. We have 3 brand partner starter kits available that, again, the person invited you here can go over them with you. And they all also come with a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. We like to say you've got nothing to risk and your health to gain. So I have one more short little video I want to play for you. So let's just let this one.
A life empowered is closer than you think. We're all looking for a better way. Reimagine what's next with a new sense of exuberance. Why not power on like you mean it? Or power off blissfully? A better sleep is a better awake. You've never moved like this before. With the energy nature intended. Imagine reprogramming the way you look at the speed of science. At longevity. At exhilaration. It's next level rejuvenation. Take control of your well-being from the inside out and outside in. The light within is ready to ignite. Be the light. LifeWave.
Be the light with LifeWave. Okay. So, as I said earlier, LifeWave for my wife Robin and I has truly been an answer to a prayer. Every day we know we're going to wake up and hear more miracle stories, and every day we're enhancing and changing people's lives. And every day we and thousands of others around the world are enjoying the blessings of health, vitality, lifestyle, community, and financial freedom. So the next step is, first, I just want to say thank you for joining us here this evening, is to get back with the person who invited you and get your questions answered. And we invite you to commit to try X39. And with our risk-free 30-day guarantee, again, you've got nothing to lose and your health to gain. And you too can start enjoying the enhanced quality of life, changing the trajectory of your aging and maybe your finances too. And by sharing the good news about X39 and joining our global wellness community. So that brings our presentation for tonight to a close. I just want to thank everyone for being part of this presentation. And again, invite you to get back with the person that invited you here. They cared enough about you to invite you to be with us here tonight. So thanks, everyone. Good night.